Look at me, 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 look at me now. Are you kidding me? Other artillery costs about 100 down.
That's a man's jam! A soaring southpaw spike! No doubt about that one.
Who am I?
Crowd on their feet, that's what they came to see.
Look at me now.
Welcome to Hoop Streams. This is where we end our night on Fridays. Maria Taylor alongside Uncle P, a.k.a. The Truth, Paul Pierce, Jalen Rose. We're still working on all of the nicknames.
Go.
We need everybody to have one. The Turtleneck, J. Will on the end, holding us all down.
Turtleneck.
I believe I claimed the Black Widow. We're going with that tonight. Okay.
Dope.
Our doubleheader included the Clippers, and we've been watching them. They're 6-4 over the last 10 games. We're wondering how they're doing in the West. We've just been waiting for everyone to be available and able to play. Here they are, hosting the Nuggets. Kawhi and PG, that's a good tandem to work with.
I knew Kawhi wasn't going to have one of those career high type of evenings because it looked like he just got his braids done today. When they're like 7 or 10 days old, the opponent's in trouble.
Especially when they get 60-plus points off the bench.
How about that's what it is? You got help out here.
No,
Exactly.
as someone
starting
who
to see
always
the-
has a
well,
braid
listen.
down, that's true.
We're starting to see the potential of this group at full strength. The addition of Reggie Jackson off the bench. I mean, this team is going to be scary good. We already knew they were good preseason, but they just added 2 more players. And Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson had
one of
10.
the Morris brothers.
Lou Will, 17.
I mean,
Magruder,
we already know what they had.
17.
Lou Will and, oh, man. A full-strength, healthy Clipper team.
I mean, 35 assists on 48 field
They're
goals.
probably the best team in the league.
Like, they pass the ball extremely well, too. Lou Will does a great job of getting people involved in the game. Like, I mean, individually, they have the most talent in the NBA.
Absolutely.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
73 points from their bench. Remember at halftime, they had 33 points. Did half the scoring. They
That
held half
guy's
the
the
scoring.
key to me. You guys could talk about all the talent that they have and all of that, but if Paul George need to play big time in order for them to achieve their goals.
Paul George finished with 24 points in this one.
Yeah, if you're the Lakers and if you watch the Clippers, how do you keep up? They have so many bodies they can throw on LeBron. Even if LeBron is operating at a high clip, they just punch after offensive punch after punch. It just keeps coming at you.
They've punched them every time they've seen one another. Well, you see that the Clippers get the win 132-103 at home. And we're joined now by the Clippers' Kawhi Leonard. A huge compliment from the bench, but obviously it's good to see a full complement of players for these Clippers, Jay.
Yeah, Kawhi, Jay Williams here. You guys are finally healthy. Give me a little bit of insight about the chemistry of where your team is currently at.
We feel good. We feel confident. Like you said, we're healthy right now. We want to get on a good roll after the All-Star break, and we just want to win. So hopefully we could keep going.
Kawhi is Jalen, and I know we'll have until June to be able to talk to you about your Clippers. But what about San Diego State? Brian Dutcher is doing a terrific job with the squad. Do you think they have a legit chance to make it to the Final Four and win it all this season?
Not if they got to go through Kansas.
Their strength of schedule wasn't too great this year, but obviously it's hard to win games. So he's doing a great job up there, and I think they got a good group of guys that just want to play basketball and win. You got a leading scorer, every other game, and they play hard. So it's up to them if they want to keep competing.
All right, Kawhi, if San Diego State is doing a great job, you're doing an excellent job in the community, giving out over 18,000 backpacks before this matchup.
That's dope.
Yeah, just describe where the initiative started and the success you guys have been able to have with Kawhi.
It pretty much started this summer. I gave away like 1 million backpacks to the city of LA, and where I'm from Moreno Valley. And this next 18 was just to, just show kids that education is important. It's just not with the backpacks. We're helping kids get better education, through technology or whatever they want. We ask in the school, the principals, some of the counselors, what do each school need, and they write it on a list and we give it to them.
All right, Kawhi, we appreciate the work you just did on the court, but more importantly, the work that you're doing in the community. Thanks for joining us.
Respect, Kawhi.
Thank you. Yep.
Now, Kawhi Leonard finished with 19 points, but more importantly for the Clippers, Paul George had a bounce-back game, 24 points against the Nuggets. That is his most in a game since January 5th and comes after he scored just 22 points in his previous 3 games. All right, guys, let's talk about the Bucks because they're trying to get 70 wins. That means they have to go 20-4 from this point forward.
Go ooh and ah when I jump in my car. People treat me like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's Public Enemy, Maria.
Not
Migos.
I'm so through with all of you. No.
Oh my God.
Okay, guys, we tried to build this game up. OKC, yeah, and they were playing good. Chris Paul's great, and then the Bucks happened. 40-point win in this one.
Paul Pierce, are the Bucks the best team in basketball?
Currently, they are the best basketball team. Of course, Giannis is going to be MVP once again, hands down. But it's just something about the Bucks I feel like is missing, even though they've been dominant all year. But you know, we'll see when the playoffs start.
Why are you always like tempering? You are so adamant.
But think about this: when the
like they ain't gonna be.
When the Bulls won 70
you become
games,
somebody so different on hoop streams all of a
When the Bulls
sudden.
won 70 games, they already won a championship before that. When the Golden State Warriors won 73 games, they won a championship before that. So they were proven. So even if they win 70 games this year, I'm still like, I don't know. Now, if they were coming off a championship, you'd be like, yes, without a doubt.
Are they your favorite?
I would put them the favorite right now. I mean, it depends on how healthy the Clippers are, but
After all that, they became the favorite?
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. I don't understand. So what is the point?
I'm a product of the moment.
Because the highlights
I'm a
on
prisoner
right
of the
now?
moment. They
Okay.
won by 70 tonight.
Yeah, Giannis had
He's the
32. You don't know what to
MVP.
do.
They were up
mean,
50 at one point.
I know.
You know,
50
yeah, so
on a
I'm a
team that is
prisoner
a
of
really
You
good
believe in
team.
them, Jay Will.
Like everyone else.
I haven't won the whole thing.
I mean, before the
Why
season
are you blowing
started,
your eyes up, Maria?
Because you picked the 76ers.
before the
At
season
the
started,
beginning, at the beginning of the
You
season.
did.
At the beginning of the season, who'd you pick?
I didn't have to because
at
that's
the
not my
beginning of
job.
the season,
Ah, now you're gonna play
at the
that
beginning of the
card.
season, I picked the Bucks before any games were played, and it's well documented.
Okay, then why are you giving up on them now? Because they
I mean,
lost games,
what I'm
or
saying.
they're
I don't
not
understand.
outscoring opponents by enough points, or they don't look complete, or
Talking
I
yourself
really
in
love,
circles.
Because they haven't won a championship.
Because they haven't done it before, even though they're dominant. And I know the Clippers
But
haven't.
a lot of
done it.
teams haven't done it before until
Yeah,
they
but I
do
know.
it.
But like, listen, when I look at the Clippers, they got championship DNA in that locker room. When I look at the Lakers, they got championship DNA in that locker room. I don't know where the championship DNA is in the Milwaukee Bucks locker room, and
so
I
if they
feel
went and
like
got
I
like Matthew
feel like
Dellavedova, you'd be like,
I
okay, they
feel
got
like
some
that that's
championship
a
DNA in the
factor.
locker room,
I
so
feel like
now-
that's a factor
so
in the
now-
locker room.
right.
The year we won it, we had James Posey.
They
He
got
had
Kyle
won a
Korver.
championship. We had DNA in that locker room, a guy who's been there, a guy who could talk to us about it. That was key for our ball club, and I don't know where the Bucks get that from.
What you got, Jay?
I picked the Lakers, and I'm going to stick with it. LeBron James understands the sense of urgency in his 17th year. AD's just really cruising through the regular season. All he doing is catching lobs and blocking shots. In the playoffs, when they start doubling LeBron, and LeBron really got to work to get the ball up, I think AD becomes more of a factor. The Clippers haven't shown me that they can stay healthy consistently long enough. So right now, if I had to pick, the Clippers, in my opinion, are the better team on paper, but the Lakers have shown to be the better team on the floor, except when they play against the Clippers.
Okay. He gave us a word. So let's move on.
What?
Luka turned 21 in Miami. I thought that was good. Y'all didn't like that?
Liked it.
Jalen, I thought it was great.
Yes, it did.
I know, you got haters
Of course
all
you thought
around
it was
you.
great.
Georgia in the building.
Okay, we in the building, ATL, no, Miami, MIA, and that means that Luka's celebrating his 21st birthday in Miami. It was a little bit of a slow start.
I wonder what the players.
Why?
I wonder what's the record of players who have birthdays in Miami while playing Miami is. I mean, you gotta go out.
That is a good question.
No,
Matt, can you get on that? We'll get
11's
research on that.
11's
real
making a lot of money,
statistic?
J. Rose.
Well, one time on Jaden Jacoby, I did my all-time rankings of locations that had the best adult entertainment.
Okay.
And I'll tell you that Miami and Georgia were in the top 3.
Ooh,
Obviously.
yeah.
They were in the top
Obviously.
3. And Houston.
Yeah.
Houston, too?
Houston, Vegas.
Atlanta wouldn't be in my top 3.
You're such a hater.
so
I'm just saying.
No, now you're just
Oh,
hating.
hold on.
So what's your
I'm just
top
saying
three?
that wouldn't be in my top
Okay,
3.
so let me just ask Paul Pierce something then.
Thank you.
What about the days when we used to land downtown, staying at the Ritz,
Oh,
in
yeah.
Atlanta.
Players Club all day.
Parked the bus, didn't even go in the hotel.
So we know it now. Atlanta's in the top 3. Meanwhile, Luka scored 23 in this game.
See, below average.
It was below average.
Below
though.
average.
This was a big win for the Heat, though. I mean, the Heat needed
it.
this win, right? They've been struggling as of late with injuries. Jimmy Butler comes back. Like, I still don't know if I believe in the Heat down the stretch. I don't know if they have enough guys to go get it, to go get you a bucket. Guys that you talk to Paul about guys you trust. Like, can you trust in Kendrick Nunn? Can you trust in Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson?
The thing about Miami, they're ahead of schedule. They're way ahead of schedule. Nobody expected this from them. Their young guys are developing well. They got leadership in Jimmy Butler. And Adebayo has emerged into a superstar in this league.
The only team in the East that distinguished itself totally is the Bucks. And I think the Celtics are the second best team. I know the Raptors are going to play hard. Everybody else, it depends on matchup.
Hold on, Paul. You just call Bam Adebayo a superstar? You're saying he's the same as LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard?
No,
you said
There's
it.
levels to it.
So what level of superstar? Give me your levels of superstar.
I mean, I'm not saying that Jason Tatum is LeBron, but he's a superstar, is he not?
I think Jason Tatum is a
I'm not
star.
saying Jimmy Butler. I'm not saying
superstar.
Jimmy Butler's on the same level as LeBron and AD, but is he not a superstar?
No.
I think Jimmy Butler's a star. I don't think he's a superstar.
I mean, yeah, you give him that. You give him a superstar.
So to you,
Multiple
superstars are
all-star
top 5 players?
Yeah, superstars.
And then there's stars.
Yes.
And that's everybody
I
else.
mean, you have your elite superstars. There's tiers to superstar. You know, you have your elite superstars, and then you have
I can't wait to write this up. So what elite?
If you don't believe that Jason
Wait,
Tatum is a superstar in this league, then
I think he's a star. I want to see him do it the whole season before he becomes a superstar.
I mean, then who are
LeBron James.
So stars. Then that means we got 30-something stars in the league.
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean, nah?
No.
You just said there are levels to it, P.
There's elite superstardom. We have that, and then we have your lower tier superstars. Then under that is stars.
And then
So
stars.
we got to name these people.
All right, you don't want to go there?
I
You
got
want to go there?
Greek freak,
Okay.
LeBron, KD,
KD.
Let's talk about the
AD.
guys that are playing.
Kawhi, Steph Curry, James Harden,
James Harden, Dame Lillard,
Okay.
and in the East, who you got?
Giannis.
Giannis, and that's it.
Yes.
All right, then you got those other superstars on the lower tier.
Okay.
In the East,
This is the
Siakam.
lower
Elite
tier.
was the higher.
Siakam,
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler, Jason
You
Tatum.
said superstar loosely.
That's what I'm saying, P. Come
Siakam?
on. Paul, you were a
If
superstar.
you can make the
Joel
All-Star team,
Ben
you're
Simmons?
considered a superstar in our league. When you see the article, superstar Jimmy Butler, superstar Jason Tatum.
There's a
Come
difference
on,
between an
man.
all-star and a
Come on.
superstar, all-star and all-NBA. Like, I like
Once you make
Sabonis, but I
the
don't believe
All-Star team, there's only
Joker.
24 spots.
Okay.
You're
So
a
they're all
superstar.
elite superstars.
You're a superstar now.
You're just super, not elite.
You're a superstar now.
I
Once
can't.
you make the All-Star team, you considered a superstar.
Okay.
I mean, there's only 24 of them, guys. I mean, come on. Let's out of 300 plus players. I mean, let's be honest. Come on. You got 300 players. I'm only saying 24 guys. Now, once you make the All-Star, you consider the super. Donovan Mitchell, superstar.
Is Zion?
Well,
he's
hold
not.
on.
He's not an all-star.
Zion
What
didn't
about
come
Zion? Is he a
Well, when you
superstar?
get your own shoe and commercials, you're a superstar. Zion as an is a
Instagram
superstar.
followers
Well,
also could.
just for some clarity, it's 450 roster spots.
Yeah, and
not
24.
300.
See, that's how
It's
old
for
I am.
dropping
I believe it was only 300.
Come with us.
I just let
Thank
go.
you.
I let go.
The baby boomers.
He's a
Okay.
Hall of Famer, whatever his rules.
Whatever he
that's
wants.
his
We
rules.
talked about Zion. How about we talk about what Zion did tonight? Cavs taking on the Pelicans. We keep talking about the march of
You
the
come on
Pelicans to the
TV
8th
and you're
spot.
once must-watch TV superstar.
Okay.
Yes, Zion is a superstar, even though he didn't make All-Star.
Okay. We'll sit back and watch. Maybe if he had played every game this season, he would most definitely be an
Look at
all-star.
this
It
kid.
looked like Drew Brees to Michael Thomas right there.
Talk about it.
Lonzo Ball.
Tom Brady to who, Paul?
And this is looking like Zion to the rim.
Zion had 24 points.
Get in there, Kevin Love.
Don't sleep on those advanced passes by Lonzo Ball.
The thing is, this is my thing with Zion. When you come in with so much expectations, the pressure for a young kid being 19 and you exceed those expectations, that's tough to do.
It is.
For a young kid, millions of Instagram followers, everybody's talking to you, expecting you to be something, and then you become that, that's tough.
But I mean, if you've been dealing with that since you were in high school, you might be well equipped to handle it once you
I mean, but the NBA is a different level. Not everybody comes in. We've seen #1 picks come in and don't fulfill expectations. I mean, it's hard, it's tough. And I'm applaud him for that.
Cavs are the land of misfit toys. A bunch of guys that can't wait till the season end, Maria.
You know when Andre Drummond says that this is bad, it's bad.
Wants to go back. Look at Zion, guys. He's already making history at just 19. He's now scored at least 20 points in 10 straight games.
Longest streak by That's not true.
It
When I was
passes
19
Carmelo
in
Anthony.
college, I think I'm 25 straight 20-point games.
It's different because you just told me.
Teenager,
College
it
is
says
different.
teenager.
College is different from the NBA.
But it said
Let's hear
teenager
it from this elite superstar.
Chico, my name next to Michael Jordan? In what regard?
Well, you had you shot the ball well, 20 plus games, shooting over 57%, first person to do that since MJ.
Wow, Jaleel was for real. Okay. I mean, it's dope. I can't even lie. One of my favorite players growing up. Like I said in some interview, my mom told me to study film on him, so to be in that category, it means a lot.
Do you guys ever think about, like, who did Zion grow up watching? Because that was like 5 years ago.
LeBron.
Right? So is it
Clearly
Steph?
LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron, obviously.
No, LeBron. I think players like his caliber look at guys in kind of their mode. You know, he's 6'6", 6'8". Like when I grew up, I watched Jalen Rose, Steve Smith, Grant Hill, guys that played my position. So I feel like he probably watched. He couldn't do things that Kobe did.
You saying you look up to J. Rose?
Yeah, I follow Jalen. Yeah, I follow Jalen Rose. He's iconic for the Fab Five. Are
Don't
you
look at
kidding
me like
All
that.
the kids in the neighborhood.
I was just trying to
wore
find out who
black
your role
socks,
model was.
Baggy shorts, of course. Come on now.
So I gotta ask you, highly intelligent gentlemen, something. Y'all actually believe that Zion can win Rookie of the Year?
I truly believe he can win Rookie of the Year. If he puts his team in the playoffs, usually, think about this, the Rookie of the Year has nothing to do really with team records. Most Rookie of the Years are gonna be on really bad teams. New Orleans had no expectations. They were so many games below 500 before his return. If he pushes them in the playoffs, he has to get consideration.
You know, I had them making the playoffs at the beginning of the year. I would agree with P. Plus, I kind of see time just catching up to Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies because of injuries, right? So they lost 5 in a row now, whereas you see the Pelicans going like this, and that's because of Zion. Let's be real.
So that's unfair. Then we're talking about Ja Morant, who's had to deal with the entire season and what comes along with that, wear and tear and injuries. And so now we're looking at the back half of his season, not taking into account that Zion's here and having to play half the year.
And I'll give you
the best version of
I'll give you another one. If Zion continues to play at this pace and they make the playoffs, I got Zion not only being Rookie of the Year, but being All NBA.
No way.
I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying.
Can't be All NBA.
I'm just saying.
So
I'm just saying.
So that means
if he plays at this rate,
So who are you taking out?
he's shooting.
Who are you taking out?
I don't know who's even in right now, but this guy, at this rate, come on, you can't deny it. You just can't deny it. Come on.
Freak, Kawhi, LeBron.
Yeah.
I didn't say first team. I said All NBA.
Well, they got front court now.
It's three teams.
The Joker.
So I'm not saying he'll be a first team, but he'll be
Embiid.
a third teamer. You know, I wouldn't be mad if that happened.
That's fair.
I would be.
I mean, half a season.
Might be too. Yeah, that's tough.
That's incredible that he would get them there.
I
but
can't think of 6 forwards right now better than him.
Well,
6
well,
forwards.
respectfully, I agree. Like Zion, an animal. Like
I can't think of
love
6 forwards.
Like this time next year, he's gonna validate everything we saying.
I agree.
Yeah.
He will be an all-star. He will be all NBA. He will be a superstar.
He already is, Jay. I'm sorry. He already is.
But you also have to take into account that Zion has Brandon Ingram, who is an all-star, and what does Ja Morant have? And if they make the 8th seed, or even if they're close, we didn't have the Grizzlies counted in.
No, without a doubt.
So anyways, I win. Next up, Grizzlies highlight. You're
Get him, boss lady.
Right, time to move on.
This was a matchup right here, De'Aaron Fox versus John Morant.
Oh, yeah, who won this matchup? Matt?
I think it was a
That
wash.
that was our...
It was a wash.
Yeah.
a wash?
Points, assists, and rebounds. They both had 33.
Both tied.
Both two young, exciting guards in the league today. Oh, my goodness.
All right, you get J. Rose, you get a selection. John Morant or De'Aaron Fox, who you take?
I know where you're going right there, and it's closer than a lot of people think.
Yeah, a lot closer.
But I'm going to give the edge to Ja because of what I've seen him lift his squad. I think De'Aaron has the potential. He's been in the league a couple of years, but hasn't necessarily been able to do it just yet. Didn't we expect the Kings to do some things this year?
Yeah.
I think injuries really hurt them.
Right?
Injuries is
Brought in
derailed.
Luke Walton, drafted Bagley a couple of years ago, and got Fox. And
They've now won 4 of their last 5.
Buddy Hill.
So they're 3 games away from the 8th seed.
Bogdanovich, like Harrison Barnes.
Harrison Barnes and that beard. That's getting tough.
What was the
getting
beard?
tough. I can't
We're
see his
growing the
face.
beard
Ooh, you go around with all
until
11
500.
and
You hear Jay Will talk about Harrison, but that's that Duke Carolina stuff right there.
Yeah, we gotta let that go. We can't even get sucked into that. We can't even get sucked into that.
We gotta talk about Carolina guy. Huh?
All right, so you see the Kings get the win. They've won 4 of their last 5, and obviously it was a wash between De'Aaron Fox and Ja Morant. But Ja did have 20 points and 11 assists in this game.
He's definitely a better passer than Fox, but I think Fox has elite speed. His defense is ahead of Ja. I mean, but Ja has potential to be a great defender also. So I'm gonna watch those two closely as their career moves forward.
How about 2 guys that are slight of build, but are crazy athletes?
Yes.
Like both of those guys that drive to the basket and dunk it on you. They're fearless when sacrificing their bodies.
I just wanted to put some respect on somebody's name because when I saw him a couple of years ago at Oregon, I was like, he's gonna be okay.
Brooks.
But Dylan Brooks he dropped 32 tonight. He's been stable throughout the whole year. I mean, he deserved that new contract.
So we have nothing else to say about the Grizzlies, right? Or the Kings.
We like them. The 2 young, exciting,
Taylor Jenkins.
coming teams in the league.
Taylor Jenkins.
Taylor Jenkins!
Taylor Jenkins.
We appreciate you. The Grizzlies, if they make it, Taylor Jenkins, he will be the reason why. He's coached them up into that position. There was no Jaren Jackson tonight, though,
what
right?
about
He's
Spurs?
out.
Yeah, he's out.
out. Hurt.
That's tough, too.
What about the
What
Spurs?
about the Spurs?
I'm sorry, but they're
That's
You
it's
know?
over. It's
Do we
over.
believe it? Every time I feel like I think the Spurs are really
Well,
out,
they got Vest, they got
they're never
DeRozan,
out.
They got Aldridge. They paid Murray.
Yeah, they did.
Drafted Walker.
DeRozan leads the league in 2-point shot attempts, though. It kind of feels like that style isn't the way the rest of the league is trending.
All right, let's trend towards the Wizards and Jazz. You guys want
That
to do
means
that?
we're off the Spurs.
I don't even know, yeah. Remember when Donovan Mitchell was going toe-to-toe with Jason Tatum? We didn't even get to talk about that. That was fun to see them going back and forth.
Remember when Mike Conley was coming off the bench until the GM called?
Ooh.
Like, you know how much we're paying him, right?
Give us that tea.
Yeah, we need him in the starting lineup.
I feel
Would you have
like
kept him in the starting lineup, Jay?
Yeah. Oh, Donovan Mitchell, that's what I'm talking about, Pete. So look, he's getting up there like he's 6'7". He's really 6'1 and a half. Pogo stick.
Utah every year is going to be tremendous at home. They're going to win a lot of games. It's just I put them in the same boat as Denver. It's just a team that
Something's missing.
It's something missing.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know what I mean? Very competitive. They'll be competitive in the playoffs, and then it's just.
Matt,
I got the easy answer for P. I got a lob for you, P. Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. I'll tell you what both of those teams are missing that you are like. Guys between 6'6" and 6'9" that could go out and get you 25 if they need to.
I believe that's what you got to have to win a championship.
How about
I'm
that?
a true believer. The Paul Pierce mode.
Bogey was supposed to be that a little bit,
Paul
but he's
George, Kawhi Leonard. You need to have that swing guy who can
Bogdanovich
dominate
do it? Can he
every
do it?
aspect of the game.
No.
Bogdanovich is not
good,
capable.
but not
Like,
there.
think about on nights that swing man. If he's not dominant scorer, he's going to be great at rebounding, at passing, other aspects of the game. You know, when you have a small guy who's just capable of scoring, if you take away that game where they don't have that great scoring game, then their impact is a little more limited than that swing guy at 6'7", 6'9", who can impact the game in so many ways.
Sure.
Man,
Guys-
I want to see Bradley Beal get out of Washington.
42 points in this game.
I'm rolling with cornrow Bradley Beal.
I love him, man. That franchise right now is in a tough place.
No John Wall.
The Wizards are 1-9 when he scores 40. That's unfortunate.
Say
That's
that
a lot
again.
of wasted production. 1-9.
1-9.
It's 10 highest scoring games.
They're
Basically
to
lost
waste.
all of them.
Exactly. Donovan Mitchell did have 30 points. Jazz get the victory, 129-119.
Ain't all about scoring all the time. I'll get your teammates better. Maybe this could be a learning experience for him.
What?
He had back-to-back 50-point games,
And if you're
man.
not winning, though,
I hear you, but he needs some help to win.
I know. You
Listen,
can't
I'll
blame
s-
him for that one. You can't blame Bradley Beal.
Damn, Paul.
hey, he doing all he can.
Okay,
Hey, tough critic, man. Hey,
what were the top 3 places to visit, NBA cities?
Toronto, LA, New York. Period.
That's not what Jalen
I ain't mad at that.
Okay.
He got
I'll give you 3 more since he gave you 3 goals.
Okay.
I'll give you Houston. You didn't say Miami.
yeah, Miami.
And I'm gonna give you a sleeper.
Okay.
Washington.
Yeah, DC.
Man,
Chocolate City.
That's why Bradley Beal won't leave.
there you
We
go.
figured it out.
There you go.
See, I rate places on like their restaurants.
You're cultured.
Yeah.
You know,
So
the
worldly. He only
hotel,
drinks red wine.
the hotel bar.
The hotel bar.
You know,
Restaurants is
museums.
important. Restaurants is important for me. You know, you get the best in New York, Los Angeles,
Okay.
Toronto has places on the water. There's
Love it.
sushi.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pete, where's
you know,
your
that's-
where's your spot at the
French
hotel
food,
bar?
too.
You at the end of the bar? You in the middle of the bar? Where
I'm
your
usually on the
location?
couch. I'm on the couch.
You're on the couch. You're in the
I'm on
lounge
couch,
area.
Sitting on a glass of wine.
What's really,
I look at ambiance, music. It could be live. You know, I rate. That's how I rate the cities.
Uncle P's
Renaissance.
Lounge coming right at
Ooh.
you. So you guys ruined my transition. You were going to say Atlanta. I'm like, okay, Atlanta versus the Nets.
Oh, Atlanta, no
But
doubt.
we took them right out the list when it was time to use them. That's all right. That's okay.
on.
Well, how
Nets.
about this? I didn't mention them, but I have 2 kids that live down there.
Exactly. And no Paul, it wasn't Run DMC on the sidelines. It was the Migos.
Oh, that was Migos. I
Yes.
guess I'm out of touch with
It
up
was
to date. Huh?
Quavo.
Hey,
Yes.
shout out to Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish been balling out a little bit lately.
Career high,
Blue Devils.
26
Yeah, starting to find
points.
his swag.
Yeah.
He gotta jump on the dude blue devil. Look at that.
Oh, you got his confidence.
Don't
Hey,
get
come on,
dragged
Paul.
into it.
We all we got.
I'm excited to see Cam Reddish
Averaging
playing well.
5 points on the year.
I've been giving your man Devontae Graham a lot of love from Charlotte, though.
Yeah, talking about that.
Trey Young, he had 22 points, 14 assists. 25th double-double this year. He's still
I'm
balling.
gonna just tell you, Pete, that boy Reddish got game now.
No, if he can live up to his potential. I mean, he's been very inconsistent this year. There's no question his talent. I think it's all a mindset with him. Truthfully, I've watched him.
I agree.
I've watched him at Duke and I watched him in Atlanta. It's a mindset because you can see with games like this, he has potential.
Damn, the Nets gave up 141 points.
to the Hawks.
To the Hawks, too.
They'll be in the playoffs.
They're in the AC right now, too.
The East looking for teams to put in the playoffs.
Okay, guys,
That's
whatever
that's
you
a bye
want
for the Bucks in the first round.
to shout out to Atlanta. Anyways, Terry Rozier, Hornets facing the Raptors. Do you think they have a chance in Toronto?
Those Toronto streets are undefeated. We just talked about that earlier.
You can't-
Now, what will you do if you go get Scary Terry in the offseason, then you realize Graham is just as good, if not better? That's what they got to figure out.
Devontae's gonna
I
get
like
money.
Devontae.
Kansas
Graham.
Jayhawk.
Yeah, that's what I said before. I was giving him love the whole year.
Okay, so the craziest ending that we've seen, right? Foul
This is
away
a
from the
bad-
ball
this is
during a
a
tie game.
You can't. How do you
2
call
seconds
that?
on
That's
the
a
clock.
bad call.
Look
No,
at Nick
no,
Nurse.
but no,
can't
no,
call
it's not a
that,
bad
man.
call.
He flopped.
You can't.
He
That's
flopped.
Take
look.
a
He
look.
just pushed him. You see him coming off the screen, switch out. Come on, those are the type of things that lose you playoff games. And you can't have that. You can't have that. You got to be smarter down the stretch. Come on.
Is Charlotte one of those squads that keep drafting in the lottery, don't truly develop the young players, so you don't know if it's the player or the situation? They got all of PJ Washington and
Yeah.
Miles Bridges and Bismack Biyombo. They got so many guys they took in the lottery.
Malik Monk.
Malik
yeah,
Monk.
That's it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Devontae Graham has obviously turned into
Yes.
a really good product. Anyways, you guys want to see another good ending?
Let's
Sure.
see.
Sure.
Suns Pistons? I
Let's
don't
go,
know.
Detroit.
Do you think they're
Y'all
going to
get
rise
this
up?
win? No.
Don't.
Oh.
What happened?
Y'all can
Oh
see
my
Jerry Rose's face right
goodness.
now watching the
What just
turnover.
happened?
Look at his face. Can we two boxes?
It's so angry.
Right, that's just so simple.
Why would, okay. So what happened there?
As long as the Lions take
That
two, I'll
is
be happy.
bad right there.
So you've already moved on from basketball season.
Ooh, got him in the air.
Okay.
Oh,
He got that foul call? He didn't get that foul call?
What?
This is
I didn't get the
This
foul
is what
call?
happens when you get two
No
bad
call.
teams playing against each other.
What are you doing, D-Book? No, they didn't call that. He called that?
So guess who wins?
He would have went straight up and straight
Okay.
down. He
I'm
would've
glad
made
they
it.
didn't call that.
He wouldn't have tried to get the call.
Detroit gets
I'm
the
glad they
victory.
didn't call that.
There you go.
Right, Detroit.
You don't have to wait
I
till
don't
the
even
draft.
know who the starting five for Detroit is anymore after Andre Drummond left. I'm like, who?
I'm gonna plant a seed for you. Christian Wood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell you about a player on the
Give me,
squad.
what's their starting five looking like?
What changes on the
I don't know what direction they're heading right now.
I'm trying to figure that out.
I mean,
Tony
they
Snell,
don't have
Derrick
the-
Rose.
Work in
Derrick
progress.
Rose.
It's a work in
Who was their
progress.
good
D-Rose
young
still
Ian
putting
talent?
buckets.
Luke. I'm trying to give you the
D-Rose
starting five
still
right
putting
now.
Who are they building around right now? I mean,
You build around
Luke Kennard.
the elite
Christian Wood.
superstars that you were talking about.
I feel bad for Blake Griffin. You know, I know he's dealt with injuries, and I know a team could really use Blake Griffin. I hope they find a way to get him traded.
Does Blake Griffin's game work in our NBA?
Yes, it works.
Yeah.
He's developed a three-point shot.
Okay.
He still has high IQ. He can handle the ball. He can finish around the rim. Yeah, I would like to see him like maybe Portland. That can be ideal.
I just want him to try to stay healthy, man.
Yeah.
Just healthy.
Who knows?
It's always been.
I would love to see him in a
ongoing
better
issue.
situation, though. When you get this age as a vet, you don't like being in these type of situations. I've been there.
T-Wolves at Magic. Moving on. Next highlight? Sure. Let's do it. What do we like about the Magic? Anything? No?
Vucevic, when he's scoring down low, and the athleticism of Aaron Gordon.
I think they're a
develop
fun
the
team
game.
to watch.
Yeah.
They are.
Play
Markel
hard.
Fultz has played well. I wish they had Jonathan Isaac. I wish he didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
They had him. He would have been a difference maker for him.
Oh, I like how y'all trying to hype up these two teams.
Can they take a game off the Bucks? The Magic? Can they take a game?
Yeah,
Can
Markel
they take a
Fultz was a
game?
good story.
They cannot
Can
take
they
a
take
game
one
off
game?
the Bucks. Not one.
No.
No way.
I'm trying to tell you, whoever's in the 8th seed in the East is going to be pretty much a bye for the Bucks.
That guy gets buckets right there.
No, not the way the Bucks look, not the way they're playing. No team at the bottom can take anything from the Bucks.
Minnesota just got fined $25,000 for arresting D'Angelo Russell.
Wow.
Minnesota also just beat Miami Heat when they were down double digits too. So
He's back out there tonight. He scored over 20.
T-Wolves.
can
They
D'Lo
cannot
and
win
Cat
this one
work?
now.
Yeah, they're
Can
friends.
that work long? I know they're friends.
I'll plant a seed for you. You know they're going to be trying to recruit
What does
Devin
work?
Booker.
Oh, you know
What
that's
does work
coming.
mean? I don't understand. Like, what does work? Can they both get numbers?
Oh, like, can you win a championship with those two?
They gotta. They gotta make the playoffs first. You talk about.
I'm
win
just
the
saying future
championship.
thinking, Paul. I'm not saying this year.
Let's see if they can make the playoffs first, let alone the championship. He just went straight to the top. Man, that's it. They're gonna have a hard time making the playoffs, J-Dub. I'm just saying.
No, I hear you. I'm just thinking
Next
long
year,
term.
Long term.
If you're like a GM of a team, aren't you thinking, who do I want to build a championship team around?
They can add Booker somehow down the road, maybe, but just those two, they probably won't make the playoffs next year. I'm just saying, though.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I agree with you.
I mean, look. I mean, you got younger teams getting better. I mean,
Yeah, in the
Sac is
West.
coming. New Orleans is coming.
Golden State is about to come back again,
Golden
too.
State will
Hard.
be back in the mix.
Yep.
So I don't even know if this team can make.
Come on, Amina, really?
Standing over there waiting. I think we do have a bonus ankle breaker. Yeah.
Give us some. Come on, who we got it from?
Okay, you ready?
This is the longest segment ever.
Give me names.
Okay, who is?
Oh, yeah.
Huh? Ooh.
Oh, she stayed up, though.
No.
Caroline Lyle.
Oh,
We
yeah.
love
She
it.
made her.
Whoa, whoa.
Got to make the jumper, though. Got to make the jumper.
She did.
Oh man, this is gonna
Right
be a.
into it. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Shout out to her.
Yo,
Was that the end of a half or something, or she was just taking 30 footers?
that was a high school
That
game?
was-
Yeah, it was a high school game.
So let me tell you guys my favorite part of that footage. They were using a shot clock.
Yeah, Jalen.
I'm telling you,
Fox been in the high school game for years.
No, they haven't, fam.
Yeah, they've been
No,
using
it
shot
haven't.
clocks in high school
No,
for
it
a couple
haven't,
years.
fam.
they said.
That's not in every state.
No, it's not in every state.
Not all
Right?
women high school games.
Yeah, that is
But they
not
have
in every
different
state.
states
No.
change state by state.
No, there's most states do not play with a high school shot clock.
I don't know.
I didn't know. I'm out of touch with the high school game.
Was it a college game? Does anyone?
Oh no, college. We still
It
have
was
a
high
35
school.
second
No,
shot.
it's
We didn't have a shot clock.
You could tell from the stands that was high school.
Women's
It was a
basketball
one
has
roast.
28 seconds. College men's basketball still has 35, by the way.
Okay.
Just saying.
Listen to him. College game day. How
College
many-
basketball, didn't it used to be 45 at one point?
Oh, it was
Used to be
so
40. Used to be
slow.
40.
40?
I played when it was
Horrible.
45.
45, right?
45?
45. Yeah.
Damn near a minute.
Why did they even have a
Hold on
shot
to the
clock?
rock.
What's the point? What's the point?
If you give up an offensive rebound, it's like
No chance.
you just.
Hey, look, me and Jalen so old. When we played AAU, if you was up 10 with 3 minutes to go, you could just hold the ball.
it.
So-
hold it. Y'all play Dean Smith 4 corners. That's what y'all out there doing.
You can hold the ball for 3 minutes.
Three's over. You like serious? Y'all gonna play?
Oh, that was bad. That was bad.
All right, this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over.